pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. So for New Orleans, their last game, a win against Milwaukee. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that he's tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing.
Chaser, what do you think about Freak's year?
0.3. I feel this, but Kenny's right. He can't chase the CEO.
Shout out to the Admiral. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
Remember the Alamo.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. And, of course, Tyreke Evans. He won't be an option for them.
You know what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Green in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with Buford. Then there's Irving. And it's Hansen in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Back to Harris. Davis sets a screen. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Outside Irving. Back to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
Pelicans on D. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Harris following the basket by Kevin Love. Green with the block. They get it back. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Gets a very good look and converts. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
It's Davis on the wing. Kicks it to Harris. Clock at 4. Great look there, but off target. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Earlier I spoke with Mike Malone. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Now here's Love. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Three-pointer. They grabbed their own miss, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, They've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pelicans trail by 4. The feed now to Land. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Buford. Land with the block. Lamb guarded by Green. Davis sets a screen. Inside, Harris. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. And checking out some numbers here for Harris. How his last 10 games have gone. First in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Monroe's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Green. Nobody near Irving. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Green. Harris kicks to Dellavedova. Here's Len, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And it's Harris off the drive, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
And the wide-open shot from Green. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Harris passes to Dellavedova. Len, a screen. Here's Klein. Easy layup after coming off the pit.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Love with the bucket. The Pelicans trail. Harris outside. There's a good screen. New Orleans moving the ball around. And stolen by Irving. The finish, and Green slams it in.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. As we know, that's not a role he shies away from. They always lean on him to drive their offense, and Coach wants to lean on him again today. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Cavaliers 5th.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Here's Augustine. Green kicks to Augustine. Lays it up and banks it in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a three-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
An East-West showdown. Only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
Here's Dellavedova. An 11-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. The drive by Green.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
"19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot from 20 feet away. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Fader on the way. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, up 3. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we and I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Green in a 2-guard. Buford is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Irving. And it's Hansen in at the 3.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The drive by Green, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And so here is New Orleans, trailing by 5. Inside, and the dunk by Lynn.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving kicks to Love. To the paint, here's Buford, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And so here is New Orleans. Davis with a screen on Irving. Clock at 6. Pass to Lamb. Fires the 3. And Buford pulls it down.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And what a game for Green. 9 points and 3 blocks.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, right now, you know where I'm going here, guys. Stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, Supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get Supreme in terms of your stats.
And Kelloggese, right? And Kelloggese. That's good from Green.
All right, let's keep it up.
Both free throws good from Green.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies played really well. He ended with 22 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The pass to Irving. Back to Green. Harris on the double team. Green dishes to Love. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And so here is New Orleans. A 12-point game. Here's Davis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Outside Irving. Buford setting the pick for Irving. Green against Harris. The drive by Green.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Come on, New Orleans. Your dance team.
Now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. First in scoring, first in rebounding. Steals per game, just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dudley's checked in. Davis sets a screen. Passes it to Park. And it's Davis with the jam.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Buford, no luck.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And the basket by Maxwell.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes you a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Pelicans trail by 10. There's the screen. Dellavedova. Green with the rebound.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
From 10 feet out. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his fourth rebound in this one. No one near him. Count the bucket. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Buford setting the pick for Irving. And Dudley kicks to Green. 6 on the shot clock. He's looking for Love and finds him.
A good night for Kevin Love. He has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
The Cavaliers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 12. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like they're controlling the paint right now?
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. All right, guys. Let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Anthony Davis is out there with Len. Then there's Harris. And it's Lamb in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Harris on the double team. Here's Green. That's in there. Love with the assist. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Feeds the Len. Davis sets a screen. Harris against Green. Harris misses.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example #1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And it's Love missing. Pelicans trail by 13. Klein. Buford covering. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nails the wide open jump shot. Harris has got 13.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Offensive rebound. Buford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And he sinks the second. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. to the paint, out to Harris. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got 7 points for the quarter.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Hansen. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Pass to Len. Shoots from the elbow. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Len's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. That's tipped. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Here's Green. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Down low. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Len.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Hell of it over, the pass to Maxwell. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free rein.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. No luck. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Pelicans trail by 11. Augustine. Here's Dellavedova. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Green, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Dellavedova. Taylor with the rebound.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Burke, he's checked in for Green. And both free throws good for Dellavedova. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Augustine dishes to Monroe. Taylor kicks to Augustine. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Bridges with the board. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Harkless the pass to Bridges, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Bridges.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's Love. Bridges with the board.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
The 3 from Maxwell. And he gets it to go. Maxwell's got 5 now. Augustine can't get it to go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 8. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And the final period of play just about to start.
Come on with it, 'cause you know what we got to do. Come on with
it. Pelicans trail by 8 on the court for Cleveland. Monroe is out there with Taylor. Then it's Buford. Then there's Burke, and it's Irving in at the 1. And the dunk by Len.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And here are the Pelicans. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. There's the pick. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Now Burke. There's the dish to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. That is good. The Cavaliers lead cut down to 4 on the bucket from Harris.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
The drive by... Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Irving. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Dishes to Harris. To the middle. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Len with a screen on Monroe. Here's Park. And the dunk by Len.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity. Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Kicks it to Davis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Good game for Davis. He's got 8 points, and boy, are his rebound numbers ever impressive.
Clark, it's all guts and determination. That's really what rebounding's all about, and that's what's been on display here today.
Group shots.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Green kicks to Buford. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The feed now to Len. And the pass to Harris. Here's Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Irving kicks to Green. It's stolen by Davis. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Passes it to Irving. Back to Green. Rejected by Len. Harris outside. Klein. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Irving dishes to Green. Irving drives in. Shot's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pelicans trail by 3. Harris outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 13 points in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Davis, the pass to Harris. Len with a screen on Irving. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Len. Puts it up from 15. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Green kicks to Irving. Second shot opportunity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Going against Irving has been a big issue for him. He's got 11 points and 2 steals. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Kevin Love's checked in for Taylor. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the 3-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Thanks again, Doris.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Well, wide open look for Love. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Harris dishes to Davis. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green against Harris. Green, the pass to Love. On the top of the key. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Love's got 4 this quarter.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Green kicks to Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
On the wing, Harris to stop the run. Good on the jump shot.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Irving for 3. Len grabs the board. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Nope, this one is sealed and delivered.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lamb. He feeds it to Harris. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammates after that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And so they foul intentionally.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
You've got time. You don't have to isolate immediately.
.12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Davis dishes to Harris. On the 3 off target. Here's Green.
Oh! Can't stop it.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was just trying my hardest to sell every fake I threw. A lot of times you can go through the motions and stuff, but if you work hard to sell a fake, you can open up space like I was able to. You know, I can make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. And we witnessed tonight just how he came to be the NBA's #1 scorer. He's just on another level when it comes to putting the ball in the basket. Did it all game long. Again. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.